Hello, Ka-OTR! This is Off the Record with Migs, Bustos, and for today's edition of OTR Breakdown, pag-uusapan natin, why will the Brooklyn Nets reach the NBA Championship? Alam nyo guys, sa pag-upload ng video na ito, around 7 p.m. Thursday, I'm sure all the basketball fans around the world, or at least in the Philippines, pagkagising nyo palang, wow! Wild! What a blockbuster trade! James Harden finally gets to land himself a spot sa Brooklyn Nets and form their own big three with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Now guys, this is one of the biggest in-season blockbuster trades in NBA history. Hindi na natin pag-uusapan. Si Victor Oladipo napunta ng Houston Rockets. May mga ibang pieces na napunta sa iba't ibang teams. Pag-uusapan lang natin ngayon kung ano ang chances ng Brooklyn Nets. Actually, for me, yun nga, I said it on the top of my spiels na Brooklyn Nets will reach the NBA Finals. But how will they get there? So guys, before we start this video, please do like, please do subscribe, and please do hit the bell button. Off the Record with Migs, Bustos, and please hit the bell button to get notified for more videos. And yesterday guys, I uploaded 2 videos about Luka Doncic and the evolution of the big man. So sana nagustuhan na yung video na yun. Please do share, or please do like, please do comment if you find yourselves amused, or maybe whatever reaction that may be, and please do share to your friends itong mga usapang basketball natin dito sa OTR Breakdown. Okay, so let's start this discussion. Malaking bagay talaga yung napunta si James Harden sa Eastern Conference. Bago natin i-discuss kung bakit aabot ang Brooklyn Nets sa NBA Finals dahil magkakaroon nga ng parity. You've seen superstars formerly spent their time, their careers in the Western Conference. Russell Westbrook napunta sa Washington Wizards. Of course, Kevin Durant napunta sa East sa Brooklyn Nets, and now James Harden. You know, ironically, they were all from the OKC Thunder. Punta sa kanya-kanyang teams, and then ngayon si James Harden nasa Brooklyn Nets. And that will really increase the competition. Perhaps Eastern Conference teams may be able to beat Western Conference teams more, and at the same time, you know, increase that level of competition. Quote-unquote, of course, the Eastern Conference. But now, let's get to the topic at hand. Shout out sa lahat ng mga Brooklyn Nets fans. Isa lang ang kilala ko on top of mind. My cousin, Martin Mediana. Congrats sa'yo kung gusto mo man tong move na to. At sa lahat ng mga Brooklyn Nets fans, nako, you're in for a treat. This reminds me of the Golden State Warriors run a few years ago when Kevin Durant joined the Warriors back in 2000, if I'm not mistaken, 2016. Alright, 2016, the start of the 2016 season. Doon nga una nagsimula, 16, 17, 18, nung nagpunta si Kevin Durant doon sa Golden State Warriors. Pero ngayon guys talaga, because you have a great point guard in Kyrie Irving, pasok ko na sa DOS positions kay James Harden, at syempre si Kevin Durant pa doon sa 3-4 position. Now, this is maybe tied to what I'm saying yesterday, yung positionless basketball, because everybody can fill in all the spots. Kyrie Irving can play 1-2. James Harden has proven himself na kaya na mag-point guard, and Kevin Durant can now shift to the 4 position, o kung mag-small ball lineup pa siya, pwede pa siya mag-5. Ngayon, ang importante guys, alright, the Brooklyn Nets are currently at 7th at 6-6, pero masyado pang maaga ang season Masyado pang maaga ang season, and at the same time, kaya pa nila makakuha ng runs, kaya pa nila makakuha ng boost to be able to get to at least a top 3 spot. Okay, hindi ko sinasabi na magna number 1 sa East. Ang sinasabi ko, they will reach the NBA Finals because pagdating sa playoffs, guys, it's all the luck of the draw. It's all about breaks of the game. Miami Heat, okay, they were tied with the Indiana Pacers standings. They swept the Pacers, they beat the Bucks and the Celtics to reach the NBA Finals. So it doesn't matter if you're number 1. For me, ang vital lang para sa Brooklyn Nets is just they be able to reach the top 3 seeds. Not to get home court advantage kasi wala pa namang home court talaga wala pa namang fans. Pero ang importante doon, makuha nila yung top 3 seeds to be able to challenge against the lower seed teams. Pagdating ng playoffs and the luck of the draw breaks of the game, they will reach the NBA Finals. Now, when we talk about this big 3 pagdating sa Brooklyn Nets, bakit nga ba big 3? Okay, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Kevin Durant. Stats will show that they are a big 3. Okay, so Kevin Durant, I'm just gonna pull up these numbers. Kevin Durant is averaging 30 points per game. Kyrie Irving, 27, 5 and 6. James Harden, medyo nag-dip lang yung numbers in this year. Kasi nga nagkaroon sila ng rift sa locker room and he hasn't been, it's arguably he hasn't been really producing or showing his 100%. But still, 25 points per game and 10 assists. 10 assists per game. Wow! And also one fun fact, guys. For Kevin Durant, did you know that since the 2009 and 2010 season, one of the lowest averaging years ni Kevin Durant was his time with the Golden State Warriors. Okay, ang career high na noon was 26.4 points. Okay, during I think his second year with the Warriors. Well, that is because mainly scoring distribution with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Ngayon, if he's averaging close to 30 points, you might expect na baka bumaba yan ng konti. Dahil nga with the addition of James Harden in the lineup. But so what? Diba? Ang importante, you put up 20 plus a night, double-double every night, and you get those W's. On top of mind, na naiisip ko talaga makakalaban ng Brooklyn Nets. Kaya mo dyan ng Milwaukee Bucks, syempre, with respect to reigning MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo, and they have a formidable lineup with them. Chris Middleton and the guys na nakasama nila doon sa lineup, and they've been there, for years already, and they have that chemistry. Boston Celtics are also in the mix with Jason Tatum. Hopefully, Kemba Walker goes back to 100%. And at the same time, Toronto Raptors, they're still there. I'm still rooting for Pascal Siakam and his emergence sa liga. All these info may be scattered, but at the same time, all these info are important. Okay, it's still early on in the season. They're still 7th. They can still make a run. They have a big 3 with them. Hopefully, Kyrie Irving really gets back into consistent form. Of course, he has been firm siya talaga about his position, his advocacies for social reforms in the United States. Okay, guys. So, isa pang key factor why will they reach the NBA Finals is because of the leadership. Okay, Steve Nash. Okay, you can say Steve Nash is a first-time head coach. It's okay. Alright, 6'6" currently as I shoot this video. 6'6" ang kanilang record. But he has that pedigree. He won MVP honors. Although he didn't win a championship, but at the same time, alam mong veterano siya sa laro. Kanyang point guard skills. Okay? Because this is a guard-heavy team, and perhaps I hope that he will be able to impart wisdom pagdating sa kanyang mga younger players. At syempre, pagdating sa mga veterano na rin, like sila Kyrie Irving at sila James Harden. And sana magkaroon ng magandang mix, magkaroon ng magandang relationship. Yung from player to player, diba? At sana may pasa yun sa court. But also an X factor, guys. Tinitingnan lang natin usually yung head coach. Pero, okay, kung titingnan nyo ang assistant coaches lineup, X factor dyan, Mike D'Antoni is an assistant coach of the Brooklyn Nets. Okay? Dating coach ni Steve Nash, dating coach ni James Harden. Okay? Together with Mike D'Antoni, Jacques Vaughn. Okay? Kung naabutin na pa si Jacques Vaughn noon, point guard, retired NBA player, Amari Stoudemire, he's also there. Thiago Splitter. Okay? Formerly from the San Antonio Spurs, and Ime Udoka. Ime Udoka may not be so familiar with most basketball fans. Ako rin, medyo na-research ko pa siya ng konti. But he played for the Sacramento Kings and the San Antonio Spurs. So, grabe. Kung star-studded din yung big 3 natin ngayon sa Brooklyn Nets, talagang may pedigree din itong coaching staff. Okay, it's not just about the coaching, it's not just about the head coach, but ang success ng head coach nasa kanyang coaching staff. Alright, so now lastly, as we conclude this explainer, think about the depth chart or the starting 5 of the Brooklyn Nets. Nakita din natin around news sources in the internet. Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Kevin Durant is there. Jeff Green, he is a viable piece because he can play the 3, 4, and 5. And DeAndre Jordan, they retained DeAndre Jordan in the lineup. But at the same time, promising din yung off the bench, yung second group pagdating sa guard position ng Brooklyn Nets. You have Joe Harris, Landry Shamet, Tyler Johnson, Luwawu Cabarrot. These guys have been making their names, especially sometimes when they have breakout games pagdating sa fantasy perspective. But for me, ang missing link dito para sa Brooklyn Nets ay isang stretch 5. Okay, stretch 5. Stretch 5 that can complement DeAndre Jordan and Jeff Green in that 4 and 5 position. Currently, yung kanilang mga bataan ngayon sa off the bench, si Reggie Perry at si Nicholas Claxton, medyo they still have to prove themselves. But if they can get or if they can swing a free agent or maybe just a small trade that can give you maybe 8 to 10 points, 6 to 8 rebounds per game on a consistent basis, on a nightly basis, aba, malaking bagay yun para sa depensa and para sa frontline ng Brooklyn Nets. Alright, so guys, I've feeded you with so much info. Just got this also from credible news sources in the internet. What do you think? Will the Brooklyn Nets reach the NBA Finals, or do you think otherwise? Do you think Milwaukee Bucks, Sixers will reach the NBA Finals, or Miami Heat even? Guys, i-comment na lang yan. Ilagay na lang yan dito sa ating comment section. Pag-usapan natin, and let's have a good debate. Let's have a healthy conversation, good conversation on the NBA and the Eastern Conference. Grabe. So, Brooklyn Nets ba kayo sa 2K? So, this has been OTR Breakdown on Off the Record with Migs Bustos. And see you guys the next episode.